we'll start off just Gio. Looking forward to Salt Lake for the first time in the regular season this year. How are you looking at this coming into this match?
Good morning, good afternoon. Actually, good afternoon. So playing against RSL, a team that is coming from a few matches in which they found difficulty. Historically, we have had success with this team, but nothing in the past built what is going to happen this game. This is a completely new game. This is a game in which we need to be well prepared, that we have to put a very good performance at home. As always, when you play at home, you have to go for the 3 points. You have to accumulate the points that you need. And we just have to make sure that we enter into this match with a mentality ready to get a very good game and to be able to get 3 points. There's been many good things that we have done in the past few games. There's areas that we just have to make sure that we improve. There's other areas that we just have to continue to be consistent. And if we continue in that path, I'm sure that we will see more wins than anything else going forward. But we have to make sure that we get more for what we put on the games, which so far has been a lot of good things. So preparation has been very, very good this week. We had to make sure that we got the guys to a point fresh for this weekend, and that's what we have done. So the guys look good, and I think they're ready to play.
Thank you, Jill. We'll go straight to questions here, and we'll begin with Ryan Clark. Ryan, just a second. I'll give you permission in a second.
Hey, Gio. Good to hear from you. This week's training, obviously you talked about wanting to get refreshed. How is the overall mindset of the team right now when there have been some games where you guys have played well and gotten good results, and there have been others that you may be a little disappointed with? It can kind of go back and forth in some ways. What's the mindset right now?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's just analyzing a lot of things and more focusing on how can we improve. At the same time that we know that the month of May that is coming up is going to be a busy one, and everyone needs to be prepared. So it's about making sure that physically the guys are in a good place, and that's why we had to make sure that we look into that this week. And the mentality is just that we need to improve in those areas in order to make sure that we can get more points. Because as you said, Ryan, we have played well. We have had a lot of good games that we could have gotten more points. The game against Houston is a game that, especially the way we finished with an extra player for us on the field, the last few moments in the game, we could have gotten the 3 points, besides the fact that they create 3 or 4 good opportunities in which the team showed up between goalkeeper, center backs, defensive mentality. We just have to make sure that we can capitalize on those moments that we have the opportunity and accumulate a little bit more points, as we should have done in the last few minutes of the game of Houston, because we created chances. It's not about creating chances or breaking teams down. We have done. It is more about finalizing, just maybe shooting a little earlier, no build up, maybe that extra pass, a little bit better decision, but we're right there creating the opportunities. So that's why they're going to start coming. And we have shown as well that so far, besides this game, we have scored in every game.
Did you have a follow-up, Ryan?
Yes, can you hear me, Gio?
Yes, perfect, Ryan.
Okay, good. I was just wondering how Felipe is progressing, and then how Tega looks on his rehab as well.
So Felipe is looking a lot better. That doesn't mean that he's close to be able to play. He's starting to do some training individually on the field. So we're progressing. We are content to see this progress, but we're not there yet for him to be able to be available to training yet. So we continue to have high expectations on that part, and hopefully he can start training with the team soon. Tega, maybe we'll see his first minutes with T2 this coming weekend. So that's a possibility. So progressing very, very well. He's already training basically full with the team. So he's in a good place. And maybe we have here one or two others that might not be available for this weekend. We'll see if they can make it. Maybe one will be a little more difficult. We'll see. But we're getting guys healthier, and that's a main focus of this week.